What's up guys, Kaduba here. I'm going to be doing this video a little bit differently today. Normally I would just kind of jump right in and let the viewer kind of take things in as I slowly walk around. If you've seen any of my build videos in the past, you know I like to build these super large rustic mansions with like these really super detailed sprawling grounds surrounding them. Just in general, really big layout. I wanted to do a little bit of a smaller build this time, as a friend of mine had mentioned that they don't always get the time to sit and watch a full 20-minute build video. So I decided to try and do a one-room build challenge. But I also wanted to build someplace I had never built before, and I wound up deciding on the glowing sea, as you can tell. I still wanted to keep the original concept of the smaller build, but now I had to deal with multiple challenges of building in the glowing sea. Multiple times I found myself going into nerd rage because I hadn't paid attention to my rads while I was in the build menu. So if you're going to attempt to build in the glowing sea like I have, be sure to have a lot of rad away with you and definitely save often. I plan on doing a full-size build here in the near future that takes place in the glowing sea, but for now this bunker kind of ended up being a really great way to get a feel for building and living in the glowing sea. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the tour. So I ended up picking this location that was right next to the Forgotten Church. That's really the closest landmark. It's actually right next to it. It is right on the edge of the map. I chose this spot because of all of the really cool kind of rock formations that surrounded it. I wanted to kind of incorporate the build somehow into the side of these rock formations, and I'm pretty happy with what I ended up coming up with. I will say I did kind of bend the rules a little bit for the one-room challenge. I knew from the get-go I needed to have a decontamination arch just because of all of the radiation that you get from just, you know, even being here. So, I ended up setting up a separate decontamination chamber that is totally automatic and hands-free. But other than that, everything else is in the main bunker itself. It was also really important for me when I did this build that I wanted this build to be completely functional as a player home. So I wanted to add all of the crafting benches. This sink and the stove in the kitchen are fully functional. The stove, it works as a functional cooking stove, and the sink actually works as a chemistry station. You will also notice that I chose to add a window. It seems kind of silly because there's not really much to see in the glowing sea, but I really enjoyed that when you look out this window when the lightning flashes, you could see just a little bit of the skyline of downtown Boston, and I thought that that was really neat. It really made, you know, because you are pretty much as far away from there as you possibly can be in this game, so that I thought that was a really nice touch. Alright guys, that about wraps it up for this build. like I said, in the near future, I do plan on doing a full build here in the Glowing Sea. But for now, any feedback is always appreciated. You can come like my Facebook page, Kaduba, or come subscribe to me on YouTube. Just go ahead and search K-O Duba. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.